Good morning, crypto Twitter, it's Miss T Crypto, spreading crypto with doctors showing its benefits to my generation. Shout out to all my people, Gen Z needs to be included, it's really that simple. We are savage, amazed, boss, SD, making money at the same time, spread peace. I feel empty if you don't include Gen Z, about to change the world, so y'all better get ready. Miss T Crypto, I'm never backing down, I got a wax account, you should check it out. So many NFTs, I think I lost count, and I'm only getting started. Yeah, I'm barely off the ground. Lifting crypto, you cannot stop me. My hands are made from diamond, your hands fall like origami. Never be the boss of me. Bitcoin's all I need. When I say I'm zesty, that's just me talking honestly. Crypto and yum bomb marketplace. I wanna see the more. We gotta go through cyberspace. Leave this world without a trace. Say pay for a different day, 'cause we partners in the cryptos didn't stay.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Miss Teen Crypto Show. I hope you guys are having like the loveliest Thursday ever. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling the zest. If you're feeling the zest, if you're absolutely pimping right now, throw some 100 emojis in the chat. If you're new to the show, welcome. My name is Miss Teen Crypto. It's nice to see you. Smash the likes, the subscribe, and share this stream out with friends. As always, before we hop into the Miss Teen Crypto Show, we're going to thank three amazing sponsors. First being Wax Blockchain, instant transfers, gas-free NFTs. Wax Blockchain is the spot. Nefty Blocks, if you're looking to trade and earn, yes, I said trade and earn Wax NFTs, neftyblocks.com is the spot. Next, we have Ballet. Ballet is absolutely awesome. If you guys are looking for a cool Father's Day gift, I know that's only a few days away, but Ballet is pretty cool and easy to set up. Today, we'll actually be giving away one of these bad boys. Our guest will actually throw a keyword or phrase into the chat, and you guys can enter it. If you win, I'll call your name out and put it in the chat. DM me with your email address and I'll send that over to the Ballet team. As always, I'm going to have that free NFT in the chat right now. If we get 15 likes, I'll throw another one in there. Now let's jump into today's zesty guest, the one and only David Gokhshtein, a Brooklyn OG. What's up, friend? How are you? Chilling. So you're how heavy is that weight? Oof. He's trying to pump the market. That's actually so funny. Like, I know, like, there's a lot of negativity going on right now. And a lot of people, like, you know, when the price was going up, people were like, yeah, I'm rich, we're buying Lambos. And now we're kind of, like, at this point where people are a little, like, salty, I guess, about life. So what do you think is, like, driving all the salt? Like, why are people not happy with the markets, even though, like, even a year ago, we were kind of, like, okay with these prices?
Because you have a few that bought the top in crypto. If we talk just crypto, a few of them have bought the top, and they did no research at all. And by the way, I just started off, and I need to thank you for bringing me on the show. Thank you so much. I'm back for the second time. I feel honored. I don't know if I'm getting some sort of an award, a certificate of like, oh, you actually made it. Thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah. Listen, I'm expecting that award anyway. But gotcha. Yeah, like a lot of people went ahead and bought the top. They haven't done any research about cryptocurrency in general. And, you know, now they feel like, oh, like this is a disaster. I shouldn't have listened to Crypto Elmo. I got in based on Crypto Elmo's advice and the Sesame Street gang. And look at me now. Now I got a cup. I'm shaking a cup next to, you know, Wendy's and McDonald's. McDonald's send the check over. But that's what it is. On the NFT side, I would say that, I mean, people were buying like, you know, reckless crap off of Fiverr. Like, yeah, stuff was developed on Fiverr. It was brought onto here and everybody's like, yay, this is the next one. Crocodiles. And, you know, and yeah, that went nowhere. So, yeah, I mean, I can understand the salt, but I don't think the salt pretty much, in 18, when we went through a bear market, that was salt. Like people were just like, it would look like a scene out of Anchorman when they start fighting and stuff. Like you had pitchforks from channel 7, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. and Telemundo, can't forget them. Now, I don't know, the OGs, I guess, the people who went through the bear market that time aren't really that salty. It's the new retail buyers that came in here seeking to get rich and drive Lambos and Ferraris, and they're the ones who are pretty salty. So I don't know what to say, really. Honestly, guys, this is time to sit back, relax, get what I always say, and I don't kid around, get a notebook, and where's my pen? Get a pen and start writing stuff down. Like I write stuff down today. Today, yeah, there you go. You just keep writing stuff down and it all works out.
Exactly. I'm totally with you. I don't know. I like writing things down, David. Like I write everything down. I think it helps. I think like, especially when you're planning things and you're talking about investing, it's good to write things down just like for even future reference. Have you ever done this like when you first bought like crypto? Because I know when I first did my first purchase with cryptocurrency, I actually wrote down how much I bought of each thing and at the price it was at. Have you ever done that?
I've done that and I've kept track. Again, pumping up the market. We got to do this. Everybody, I suggest that you get out, I don't know if it's 5-pound weights that you can do, get them so we can all go ahead, have this energy and not only get gains here, but also let's push these gains back to where they were. But I just want to bring laughter to this space. Like there's so much salt. Like
there is a lot of salt.
And I notice like anything that like there has to be a way that people can go ahead and not listen, but like sit down and just like go into these spaces and just sit back and just like literally do research and stop following people off of a cliff with no parachute on. Like there has to be a way. There has to be a way that we do that.
I feel like a lot of people have almost this degen type mentality coming into this space where they're just willing to jump in to see if they can make money, not necessarily doing the research in order to like make the purchase, right? Like I know a lot of people that have come up to me on the street in my local neighborhood because they know what I'm up to. They're like, "Oh, Randy, like what about NFTs? Like what picture should I be buying and whatever?" Like, no, friend, that's not how it works. Like you have to learn about Bitcoin, the blockchain, NFTs, why this matters, what it is, and then go into a project and see if you like the founders and all that stuff. Like, how do you approach people? Because you're in Twitter spaces all the time. So how do you approach people that are kind of upset about the market right now, that are telling you like, oh, like crypto's trash and whatever? Because I know, like, not that someone said that the other day, but I was in Twitter spaces I think it was with you, and someone was like, I expected Bitcoin to be a hedge against inflation. It shouldn't be crashing like this. I needed it to go the other way. Why isn't it going the other way? That type of stuff.
The people that send me DMs and they're like panicking or they're saying like crypto's trash and stuff like that. I'm like, first off the bat, I already know they didn't do any education on the space. It's more so they jumped in and like you said, they were seeking that 100 times on their money because their friend went ahead and made money off of, I'll say it again, crocodile inu and something that was made 2 minutes ago. And they went and I'm sure somebody will create that right now, but like they went in and bought I don't know, a used Lambo, and like this guy or gal is now looking at this and saying, "Oh, I got to get in," and got crushed, right? Yeah. And now they're like, "This is crap. This is complete crap. Oh, yeah. What a travesty!" And then they'll contact me. I'm like, "Listen, the only advice that I can offer you, which is not financial advice, it's more educational, is like hit the books. Like you don't take a test without studying for it, right?" Exactly. I mean, like imagine taking a test and then studying. Like that's what you're. Defeats the purpose. Yeah. I mean, what's the point? Like you already took the test. What are you studying for? Exactly. To me, about the hedge thing, I was 2 days ago talking about the hedge because I really do feel that Bitcoiners, there's a difference. There's Bitcoiners and then there's the Bitcoin maxi, right? Yes. So Bitcoiners will explain things to you in a calm voice. They're full into Bitcoin. They can appreciate technology. they can appreciate, let's say, the NFT space. They do appreciate some of the tech on the other side. But the maxis just deliver the wrong message, like completely. An example would be they'll say, well, Bitcoin is the greatest hedge ever today. Yeah. All right. They won't say that potentially Bitcoin will be one of the greatest hedges of all time against inflation in the near future. When you stamp it today and then people ask you that question and you don't have an answer, you look stupid and you make Bitcoin look like trash, because now you don't really have we can answer it, but now the timeline, you're shifting it.
Yeah.
The right way to do it is just explain it. Why, and don't give a when, because you don't know when. It's all speculation. We all don't know when. But if we can go ahead and just, keep it truthful and keep it basic, I guarantee you will have more people that jump into Bitcoin, buy it at a fraction. A lot of them don't know that you can get into it by purchasing a fraction of it. And we will have more people that will appreciate Bitcoin and what it brings to not just the space, but what it brings to society in general, and why it's so super important.
And what impact do you feel like Bitcoin is having on society right now, and how do you feel like that's going to change in the coming years?
I watch more so I don't watch us, because in the United States of America, we're spoiled. Like, we're completely spoiled, right? So like back in the 70s, we had currencies all over the place that in the 70s, you could use whatever you wanted to go ahead and make a transaction. The United States obviously did their thing and made it only essentially US dollar. Us here, like, I don't have to spend Bitcoin. I'm in my psyche is I'm going to DCA all the way. Yep. I'm not panicking like anybody else. Like, I'm 20,000, 10, $1, all these ridiculous numbers being thrown out. I'll DCA all the way. That's fine. I'm not trading. I'm not going to lose my hair. I'm going to make sure that it stays black. At the end of the day, that's my approach. Globally is where I look at Bitcoin. And when you look at El Salvador, there have been a lot of positives, a few negatives, a lot of positives. You see Latin American countries trying to get in. That's where my focus is, to see, okay, if it works to fix their monetary systems, great. Because now we have an example to go ahead and use to go ahead and fix the broken system that we have here in the United States of America.
Yeah.
And that's really how I look at it.
Yeah, I feel like, every day we're seeing more and more of why we need Bitcoin. Like, whether that's inflation and things like that, or like, shrinkflation, which is going on in the grocery stores, or just having the simplicity of accessing our money. I feel like, maybe regardless of Bitcoin price, we're going to need Bitcoin. We're going to need at least some Bitcoin, because I don't think we're going to be having access to our money soon. I just don't have a good feeling. Do you feel the same? Because I don't know about you, because I know you're in New York as well. I've been seeing a ton of bank locations close down, tons of them. And
I think
they're just disappearing.
Lending, forget about them just closing down. I think lending right now is you're not going to get it. Like, it's going to be impossible to get, let's say, a loan. Yeah. You can have an 800 credit score, but you're not getting the $10,000 credit limit. You're probably going to get like a $1,000 to $2,000, $3,000 limit at best, if you even qualify. And they're going to look at every single thing to make sure that, she's good for the $2,000, $3,000 that we give to her. So yeah, economically, we're going to experience some hardships.
Yeah.
Those who have done an amazing job saving, they'll hopefully be in a good position. But like, water is like $4. Like this thing is like probably $4 right now. Like, I mean, like, inflation is real. Like, we didn't do this. The whole thing is, like, I said this today, like, and I've been saying it for many days. We didn't cause inflation.
No.
Like, me, you, the average person did not cause inflation. The 1% and like the big boys did. We shouldn't be suffering for it. It's unfair that we have to go ahead and pay the debt for this. Like, we got samples. Like, if you go to Costco, we got the samples. They got the caviar and everything. They didn't pay for the caviar. We're paying for the samples and we're paying for the caviar. And that's messed up. That's messed up. But I guess, like they said, the Fed said 2023, 2024, we'll start seeing things lower down. Like really?
Yeah.
Like that really sucks. Time to find a new alternative to making sure that you can go ahead and know what the value of money is, and you can actually hold your own money in your hand. Not your keys, not your crypto, by the way. We got to talk about that too.
Oh, yes. Let's actually kind of dive into that topic. Like, what is going on? Not even like, because I know on everyone's mind is Celsius. Let's just come out of the gates with that. Everyone's talking about that, but it's not just Celsius now. It's a lot of other platforms that are like, oh, we're halting this, withdrawals on this. This very much is reminding me of, because I know it's obviously different reasons that this is happening, but it kind of reminds me of like AMC, GameStop, where they were just halting trading, whatever, and it gives me like that feeling. Like, why is this happening? What, like, because I know you could probably articulate it a little bit better than I can. And how do you feel that this is impacting the market?
Celsius, I mean, is going to be a bigger disaster than Luna was.
Oh no! Oh my God, those are big words, man.
Right?
Big think words.
If they go and go the route which it looks like they're going, I mean, it's going to be all it shows right now is, first of all, my condolences to people that put their money into Celsius.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even make fun of that fact. Like that sucks. Like, a lot of people put their entire life savings and all their assets that they built up into Celsius, and they can't get out of there. They're done. Essentially, the Celsius is hiring lawyers to figure out how to go about bankruptcy and all this stuff that they're, that's swirling around in our space. I mean, that essentially, not your keys. Like, how many times can you say not your keys, not your crypto?
Exactly.
I mean, why chase 42 cents? You chased 42 cents and now you've lost all your assets that you've chased for 5 years. It is just insanity. Repeat.
Yeah.
What's the quote? Insanity. I haven't slept. Insanity something.
Oh,
but
I don't know. Guys in the chat, please help. Insanity something. Insanity.
Repeat it enough times and just like whatever. But I'll tweet about it, I guess. But that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty insane what's going on, considering that like a lot of people put their trust in Celsius and things like that. Like, we always talk about it. I know I preach it a lot. I know you preach it a lot. Be your own bank, not your keys, not your cheese, friends. And we need to push this even more. But I feel as though like maybe I'm gonna say it, like, I know like even my friend J Mac in the chat, he got wrecked. A lot of people got wrecked. But this is a pivotal point where it's a great time to learn about self-custody now that you actually feel the pain, because a lot of people they don't care until it affects them directly, and that's just not with just this is just life in general. So maybe it's a learning experience, and now people will take it more seriously, like, hey, like, maybe I should keep majority of my stuff in cold storage, and then maybe if I have some spare change, let that go on something like Celsius.
I mean, it's pretty. I don't know what they're going to actually keep in self custody. I mean, like, after losing everything, what are they going to put $1 in there? I mean, like, I'm being harsh.
Yeah.
But I have to be harsh because
do it.
People, after you have myself, yourself, a bunch of others that are constantly on social media, putting out like real educational shit, like, hey guys. Oops, I'm sorry. Did I demonetize you? Like, I'll pay for it.
No, you're fine.
All right. Damn, I'm like trying so hard not to cuss.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm acting. I'm like I'm going on CNN or Fox or whatever it is. Okay. No. At the end of the day, like, now you're really going to start learning. These are the same people that have been in this space for the last 5 years. Yeah. So now. After you've seen it before and now again, you're going to, like, I don't know if these people that we're talking about are actually going to get it and say, finally, yes. After the third time I got wrecked, I'm going to finally put it into something that I have the keys in.
Yeah.
For those that are just entering, please, I beg you, I beg you, please don't leave your stuff on an exchange. Don't don't chase money. Let it come to you.
Yes.
Build. If you don't get that extra $100,000 at the end of the year, it is okay. It is okay. You'd rather have 200,000 versus zero.
Yeah.
Ask the people at Celsius. I can guarantee you they would agree with me right now. Okay. Again, not a shot at Celsius, but it seems like every single one of these platforms have, well, what's the third one? There's like, it's called three something, right? Three, I forgot the name of it, but they're all shaking now.
Yeah.
And obviously it's just plain and simple. They are bullish platforms. They're not all about that life in the bear market, period. Bear hits, they're done.
Yeah.
Luna's shown it. Celsius has shown it. Who's next? I'm just waiting. Who's next?
Yeah,
Can we get rid of
literally.
it quickly so we can go back up? Because let's get rid of all these things that are about to collapse. Have them collapse now. Fast forward it and let us go on our way with promoting Bitcoin and all that good stuff.
I mean, I'm kind of with you. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, we need to shake this out now. And I feel like, yes, a lot of people got wrecked in Luna, UST, like all this. Yes, I know. But we need to get all of this out of the way now so that this space could truly progress and be successful. Because we can't have mainstream adoption and have these problems. And that's why
Absolutely.
that's why it's good that it happens now, because we're at a good point where a lot of money is coming in, yet we could still just shake all this out and keep moving. I mean, I feel like it's funny though, because only in crypto could we lose hundreds of millions of dollars like weekly, whether that's like, with the Bored Ape drop that kind of went south, or Celsius. We're losing hundreds of millions of dollars every weekend or every month in this space, yet it's just nothing. Like it's nothing to us. Like we're like, all right, but like let's just keep going.
When I saw Michael Saylor's video today on CNBC, and he was laying back just like this in the chair, like this, and like the dude's like talking to him. He's like, so like, Bitcoin's down, da, 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 da. He's like, would you buy more? Absolutely, I'd buy more.
I saw
Like,
that live yesterday. Yeah,
But he's like literally like he's lost a lot of money, like
billion. I think a billion, right?
billions.
Yeah,
well,
at multiple-
1.25 billion or something.
Yes, something like that. Yes.
He's sitting back like, I don't care what you heard about me. You can't like he like
50
almost
cents
feel-
popping out.
Yeah, I'm like he's like 50. Like he don't care. Like he does not care. He said it right though. He goes, if you go look at it from a 1 month perspective, volatility. If you look at it from a long-term perspective, like you're going to see that it is without a doubt one of the greatest assets ever created. Like it was fantastic to go ahead and listen to him. Whatever you want to say about Michael Saylor, I don't really care, man. I didn't know him until he bought Bitcoin. Like I started to read about him.
Yeah.
This dude was all into Apple when nobody was into Apple. Like I'm gonna ride the train with this guy. I'll ride with the train with him. And if somebody's gonna comment on Twitter right now with the Twitter fingers and say you're gonna ride off a cliff, not a problem. I'm gonna bet on myself. I'm gonna bet on my homework that I've done on Bitcoin, and I'm going to say that, you know what? If it ever were to go to zero, I'll still feel good about it. You know why? Because I took the chance, the opportunity that Bitcoin allows you to have. I bet on myself, and I did the research, and I felt confident enough to press the buy button and to hold back, to know that it's not about gains anymore. It's more than that. It's about Bitcoin giving people an opportunity to finally live. That's the difference now. A lot of people are in here for gains, and yes, I understand that. Everybody wants the generational gains. I get it. But after that, once you get past the gains part and you understand that it is opening up the doors, it is allowing people to have an opportunity to live, that's when you'll finally get it. You won't get and you won't understand Bitcoin until you get to that moment.
I could leave right now. I could leave. The show's over, guys. Peace.
I just came back just in case, like somebody's.
No, I just came back to. Listen, I'm with you, man. A lot of people are here just for the gains, and this is the best time to research. Stay in your convictions, guys. I cannot tell you how many, if you turn on the news right now or a lot of the mainstream media, they're like, oh, Bitcoin is dead, crypto's collapsed. Like, no, the network is still going, nothing collapsed. It's just the price. And when in doubt, zoom out on the yearly charts. Stick in your convictions. Stay confident, just like David. He knows he did his research. He knows what Bitcoin is. He knows why we're here, and he's sticking with it. A lot of people have gone through worse bear markets or bear cycles. I know you've gone through a lot in this space, and what through the price volatility, because especially like when maybe you were new to crypto, what helped you get through it? Because I know a lot of people are new, like you said. This is like their first kind of bear. They might have bought at the top. They're a little scared right now. So like, how did you comfort yourself?
People like yourself, the OGs in the space that said, don't worry, this is how it works. I didn't know about economics. I didn't know about, like, I know how to handle finances. I know mathematics. I didn't know much about economics. I knew something basic, but I'm not like I know now. I know economics now. And you know who taught me that? This space. Like this space, talking to people, having the information available to me, seeking the information.
Yep.
I was like, okay, all right, I'm good. I'm good. I feel good. Listen, it hurts the first time, but after that, you're numb to it. Like I'm numb. Like I don't get. It could drop right now to 5,000. I'm still smiling. It's once you understand economics, finances, you feel that much better. Like I'm not listening to influencers. I'm listening to people that know how to build, that are educated, and that are willing to pass it on to you. We need to get back to that, where people were actually nice to people and said, hey, I can go ahead and help you out with this. Here's something that you should read. Here's some literature that would help you throughout this journey that you are going to throw yourself into, which is called cryptocurrency. Yep. Or I should say Bitcoin. Let's just say Bitcoin because it resonates with people. I know everybody thinks I'm an ETH maxi. Like, by the way, just want to say, everybody, I love the ETH, really? By the way. Yeah. There's one person, won't mention the name, thinks I'm a complete ETH maxi. And every time I come into the room, the conversation has to go about it.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on, give me a day off. Time out. Just want to come in here.
All right, he just wants to talk about Bitcoin, all right? He could talk about ETH too. Like, wow. Yeah, just doing your own research and like staying vigilant. And I do agree. Like there's so many good people in this space too that are so willing to help you out, right? Like you go in your Twitter spaces, you guys are always willing to break it down in a nice way. Because a lot of this time you could go into a Twitter space and like if you talk about things other than Bitcoin, or you talk about, just ask basic questions, people like sometimes aren't willing to help, but like that's just sometimes. There's still like people like you that are really out here to help other people.
I think honestly, they rather listen to mainstream media than tune into a show like yours or mine or whoever else that is willing to take their time out. An hour and a half. That's still time.
Yeah, that's a lot of time.
And like people don't understand that. Like personally, I could tell you, like I'm out here like 10 hours a day, like just yapping away. Repetitive.
Oh yeah,
like,
every day.
And like that to me, like, and I take time out to go ahead and try to help somebody. I got Gokhshtein Media. You can go ahead and get all your educational materials there for free. Like we don't have a paywall on there. It's really about the person.
Yeah.
It's really about the person stepping up and not focusing on mainstream media. I'm sorry to take a shot. I don't care if you ever bring me on your stations again, but unfortunately, I'm gonna say how it is. Like, they absolutely don't know anything about this space, and they only report on it when there's something negative going on, whether it's Celsius, whether it's Luna. Like, you don't hear about Bitcoin when it's prospering. You don't hear about ETH when it's prospering, or Litecoin, or I can name a ton of things out for everybody. You don't hear about that stuff. When we're doing well, you don't hear about it. When we're doing horrific, like things go sideways, now all the experts come out to tell us how bad crypto is, that it's dead again for the 53rd time.
So
the only person, and I'm going to give him a shout out, is Charles Payne. He is the only person that will take people within this industry, like yourself, me, whoever it is, that goes on there to talk about Bitcoin or to talk about the space in general and not go ahead and destroy it, but allow for it. I almost feel like he's rooting for it to actually grow.
Yes,
So,
he
like,
is. Shout out to Charles.
So out of all the networks, it's the unless I meet somebody else, he's the only one that actually continues to bring people on, regardless of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Regardless of the atmosphere. That's really the point. Like, I'm not bashing anybody else. I'm just saying he'll bring anybody on, whether it's bearish or bullish. That's it.
Shout out to Charles Payne. Also, Liz Clayman is very cool as well. From the Clayman Countdown, she's like the final hour trading on Fox Business. She brings on a few people as well. She's really cool. I was actually on her podcast like a month ago, which was really awesome. Shout out to Liz Clayman as well. Might see her on the show. Wink, wink. But yeah, I think she's super cool. Like, people like that, like, we need more of that. It's really, it hurts my heart a little bit to watch the mainstream media sometimes, because they are kind of taking a hit at the space. Meanwhile, like, maybe the traditional markets could be doing just as bad, maybe worse, and that doesn't get reported on. It's always bullish for the traditional markets and bearish for crypto. And I just feel like at some point, someone's gonna have to give. Like, they can't, like, I remember, like, I've seen videos of people talking about the internet when it first started. Like, why the internet this? Like, what? Like it just didn't make sense to people, because people didn't want the change, right? And it also showed that, like, the internet gave us so much empowerment. Like, now, no matter what goes on at any point in the world, for the most part, if you're on social media at the point it's posted, you're going to get that information. Meanwhile, that's not something that would maybe be televised or put in newspapers and things like that.
I mean, that's why our shows are super necessary.
I agree.
That's why our outlets, these spaces that you have on Twitter Spaces, the clubhouses, like, they're super important, because nobody else is going to be filling us in on anything from mainstream media. It's just, that's how it is. Like, they're not right now. They're, whether we're bullish, when we went to 69 with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It was only a few channels still reporting on it. Fox News was reporting on it, but, like, they got into it, but they really didn't know much about it. And then they stopped reporting on it once it started, like, slowly going ahead and going down and retracing. But again, like, I hope that people within this space tune into these shows so they can go ahead and get the education, the right education on cryptocurrency, and that are led the right way and not off of a cliff. Not just, and in today's news, another crypto goes down. We told you it was trash. Stay tuned. We'll be back with some experts. And then the experts that they bring on have no clue. They don't even hold Bitcoin.
Yeah.
They have no clue they got airdropped something. Like, they don't have
they got some ENS.
There you go. That's it.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's hilarious. Ooh, let's actually give away our ballet wallet. Do you mind giving us a phrase or a word for people to enter in the chat in order to win one of these?
So, any phrase or word?
Yeah.
Should I say, oh man, this would be, I can't say that.
Nothing inappropriate.
No, I would never do that. See, like, I told myself, I said the S word, and then I was like, oh my God.
No, you're okay. That's fine.
Okay, let's go with, you know what? Let's go with Bitcoin.
Okay.
That's the phrase today, Bitcoin.
Okay, friends, enter Bitcoin in the chat in order to enter for the ballet wallet. Enter Bitcoin. Woo! Okay, ballet wallet giveaway going down right now. I will draw the winner in a few minutes. All right, cool. Enter Bitcoin. Yay, I'm so excited.
People are requesting that we do a workout video.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh my God, here we go. Listen, this happens. Guys, I'm just saying.
Wait.
I'm just saying.
This is too heavy. Okay.
We need to do this. Look, when I tell everybody I'm going to work out, I'm going to work out. There you go. There we go.
This is 8 pounds. I don't think I can do this.
Do it. Do it. Do it for the market.
Wait, what's the right way to even lift this? Wait, I don't even know.
I mean, like, go. I mean, I'm doing it with one hand. I don't have. Let me go.
Enter Bitcoin in the chat, friends.
Can we give a shout out to No Leg? Nah, I don't want to actually say his name because that would be dirty. But there's a man who pretends to work out every day, and do that. I would turn it this way though.
This way?
No, this way. Just do it this way. Let's go like this. Let's just take it up because we want it to go up, right? We want the markets to go up, right?
Pimp.
If you are currently watching this, right? Don't think we're crazy, right? Think about the energy that's being displayed right now, right?
It's a lot.
We're going at it. She's doing 8-pound weights. I don't know how much these weights weigh. I know they're super heavy, but all I want to do is make sure that the markets go up. That is it, right? Let's make sure that we can go ahead and see within the next 6 to 8 months, our asses just go flying. Oh my God, my arms are killing. No, I'm kidding. But
I'm gonna be sore after this. No joke. I haven't lifted a weight probably ever, and I'm lifting 8-pound weights. Yeah, I don't work out with these. My dad uses these, man. I'm putting them on.
He uses 8-pound weights? I gotta talk to your dad.
Well, no, like he does like those little ones.
Yeah, I'm messing.
And then I don't really use these. Like, man,
but
wow, I'm sweating.
Also a big thing. Yeah, I'm wearing a sweat. Yeah. So like I forgot what I was gonna say because I'm like so like
the adrenaline's running.
When people say like, oh David, like every day I tweet about it, like I'm going to work out, like I gotta disconnect away from the space because at times like the salt is everywhere. Like we should borrow the salt that's thrown on crypto Twitter and bring it to New York so we can go ahead and have an easier time for snow removal here.
Literally, yes.
Because the amount of salt that we have here is phenomenal. Can freaking stock us up for the next 7 years here. But yeah, just go out. And another message is like, honestly, besides doing the research, besides tuning into shows like this, go out, disconnect,
touch the grass.
Fun. If the market goes up, it goes down. It's like 401ks. Even though they're the biggest scams in the world, like 401ks, they go up, they go down. You don't look at your 401k every day. Like, look, if you're DCA all day, go out. Don't pretend to be a trader. You're not a trader. Okay, you're not a day trader. You have no clue what you're doing. Okay, you probably got wrecked on margins. Okay, and futures. Don't do it. Okay, all you're doing is you're giving somebody your bag, and you're handing over your bag to them for free. You should just give it to them. Don't even play the game. Just give it to them.
Don't paper hand, dude. No paper hands here. Diamond hands.
It sucks. You know what it is? It's from one area, Miss Teen Crypto. You know, people want the gains, and I get it, and I understand it. I'm not dumb to it. I'm not trying to, like push it out of the way here. But like, I guess my mindset, which it clicked like a few years ago, it clicked to where like it's no longer gains. It's so, and like I said earlier, so much bigger than that. It's what Bitcoin is doing, which will allow other cryptocurrencies to go ahead and come into play. You don't know, maybe a different country will say, hey, I want XRP to be my thing. I want Litecoin to be my thing. I want to build on Stellar. I want to build on somebody else besides Bitcoin. Okay, it'll be what it is. But like but I really truly believe when it comes down to it, 10 to 15 years down the line, I hope that the US digital dollar, because I don't believe it's ever going away, even though others might believe so, I don't believe that'll happen. Even Saylor said that. I think Bitcoin will back up the US digital dollar, and I think it will be a phenomenal thing. Because there will be no more printing. There'll be no more printing. We won't have to deal with inflation, and we won't have to feed these 1%. I was going to say something, and I held it back, but we won't have to feed the 1% and then pay their bills. Okay, it's like they went to the restaurant and we're paying the bill for it, and we're a bunch of waiters working at $4.50 per hour.
Yeah, like wow, like okay. Before I hop into this thought, Rota Hack. I don't know how to say your name, but congrats on winning your ballet wallet. Send me a DM on Twitter. I was looking up the other day how much each person like owes in debt just by like living, like being brought into this world, right? I think it's around 85,000 per person or per family, just for like being born. So like what? Like how? Like I was born to be born, and now I'm already in debt. Like what? What? Like this is absolutely crazy. Like we are like stuck with the problem we didn't create.
It is unfortunate that we are the working bees, and we have to go ahead and like that. That's why they don't teach economics or finances in school. Like you don't learn about it
Exactly.
because like if you become too smart, what happens? Like you're
Yeah.
you're not gonna go work for anybody. You're not gonna work for Microsoft or Google or anybody. You're gonna do your own thing. You're gonna become, this. Obviously, you've chosen this outlet,
Yep.
and it's an opportunity for you to build your own brand and business. They don't want that. Come over here. We don't want you learning any of that. We'll give you a little bit of something, but not a lot of it, because that means that you'll become smart and you'll become woke to the system that we have created, this narrative, this perfect narrative that, like if you ever watch somebody walk down the street and if you know them, they're doing the same thing every single day. It reminds me of the Matrix. It drives me nuts.
Like that
Right?
same
It's like-
schedule for like 30, 40 years.
That's it. Like
I
you're
can't
locked.
do that.
Nah, there's something inside of you. Like, I think right now, I think the pandemic has woke a lot of people up, and people are like, there's no way, like I keep on saying, that all these stocks are going up, yet we're all restricted. How is this happening? Who's driving cars? You're not even allowed to go to work. How is this happening?
Yeah.
And people woke up and said 2 + 2 doesn't equal 5. I remember it equaling 4. And then, listen, I think once people, and I see it now, more schools are now educating kids on Bitcoin and on economics. I think our next wave of young, intelligent people will go ahead and make sure that this kind of situation never, ever happens again.
That's what I've been saying. Like, that's like kind of like why I do what I do, so I could get the kids in. Because once Gen Z enters the space will never be the same. And that's what I've been trying to say for so long. Like, a lot of the people don't cater to Gen Z. I'm straight up saying it. Whoever wants to listen can listen. No one really caters to Gen Z. And that's a problem. Because these kids are what's going to drive the most money and the most creativity into this space, plus carry it on. Like, yes, the millennials, Gen X, like, yes, thank you guys for building this infrastructure. Thank you for starting us off. But the people who are really going to take this space and run with it are the kids. And until
sure.
they get orange pilled and kind of realize, like, okay, like, this is the way we need to go. Because, listen, we're already digitally native people. We've been on the internet our whole lives, so why wouldn't people want to expose kids to crypto? I don't understand.
You
I don't
break
get
a
it.
system. You
I don't
break
get
a
it.
system. You're gonna break a system.
We need a change, though. Like, if you look at technology over the past, let's say, 100 years, we're not going horse and buggy anymore, even though, like, if you go to Central Park in the city, you could do that. But that's the only
Yeah.
place you can do that. We're not writing to pen pals across, like, the freaking world anymore. We FaceTime people. We call people. Money
Yeah.
is the only thing that hasn't changed. Our dollar bills, maybe they changed the design a little bit, but besides that, paper money has not changed. And the most change we've had is the debit card. But that's the same money. And on top of that, you don't really have access to your funds as easily as you did before. So we need Bitcoin. We need a digital currency because we're going digital. But there needs to be a change to the money if it's going that way.
Why isn't my money working for me? Like,
Well,
that-
yes.
that- that-
Yes,
like you have to
exactly.
ask yourself that question. Why is the banking system making all this money by trading our money, not giving us a cut of it at the end of the month, and you're paying a maintenance fee at the end of the month? I just want you to know that. You're paying a maintenance fee for allowing them to use your money for them to trade it.
And people can't even afford to do that. Like, people can't afford to be banked just for that.
No.
So it's like, what are we doing? Like, we need to help everybody. And the only thing that could really help everybody is Bitcoin. Whether that's having something like a ballet wallet, a paper wallet, if you can't have a phone, or whatever it may be. Like, we need a solution.
And it is
that's
the
Bitcoin.
solution, but they're scared. And there's another thing that happens is they thought we were, everybody in the space, they thought we were a joke. Like, they didn't take Bitcoin seriously
No.
until it launched off. And they're like, holy shit, this is serious.
Exactly.
I mean,
And they still tried to FUD it.
yeah, I mean, like, they went ahead but that's the whole thing. Now it's like, oh my God, this is so, it's killing the environment. Like unbelievable, killing the environment. Well, I could say the same thing about cows. I mean, the cows literally kill the environment. Like there's research on it. Like every single time they exhale out of, over there, like something goes in the air and like, boom, like that's worse than Bitcoin. That's worse than the mining that you go ahead and talk about. Look, they will make every excuse. Ultimately, they want to control it.
Yeah.
But you can't control it. That is the beautiful part about the design of Bitcoin. You can't. Not one person can go ahead and control it. Though I'm sure after the show I'll have a bunch of DMs like, you know nothing about what you're saying and
blah blah. Like Bitcoin incentivizes renewable energy, and that's what people need to understand. Like Bitcoin is not in any way like harmful. At least more like if you're using your computer right now, if you're like flying on JetBlue to go to Florida this summer to hang out, then like you could use Bitcoin. You're not too scared of the environment at that point, right? Like, and I saw something in Texas as well. Like they were they were putting the miners in water, and then like they were like using that energy for the power grid or whatever.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of environmental incentives for Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin mining helps people.
And think about how much electricity goes to waste every single month in other countries, where now if you put mining rigs out there, like that energy doesn't go to waste. There are plenty of countries where just they create so much energy, yet they have no one to give it to. I can name them all, but it'll turn into a political subject. But at the end of the day, man, this is an unstoppable movement. It's a peaceful movement, and it's one that like, I just want to own my money. Like that's it. Like I want to own my own money. I want to dictate when I can go ahead and take it out, when I can spend it. If I want to spend it on a Sunday, I can go ahead and spend it on a Sunday. I don't have to tell the bank why I'm taking out money. Well, it's my money. Why am I explaining to you why I'm taking out my own money? I'm going to buy a car. Do I need to tell you anything more? Like, why am I telling you? You should be telling me like, well, hold up. Why am I getting 0.000000000.01 APY back on my money? Explain that to me. Don't. So that's how I feel. Bitcoin solution. You have your money. Do whatever you want with it. You can hold it. You can spend it. Have fun with it. Like at the end of the day, do what you feel is right. My whole big thing is learn what passive income is. Dive into passive income. And if you're chasing platforms like Celsius, you'd rather take all your assets and for me personally, it would be real estate. You can't go wrong with real estate, right? Yeah. It either appreciates or it stays leveled. So like you can't go wrong with it. And that's something that I would look into. And if I were somebody just getting into the space, look into that. NFTs, man, I got to tell you, I can't wait until NFT NYC.
Me too. I'm so excited. Woo.
You're speaking.
Yes.
Where you speak?
So I am speaking Wednesday the 22nd at 12:15 p.m. at Edison Ballroom main stage. Come hang out.
So I'm speaking at McDonald's at 10:48 a.m.
No, that's not true. That's not true because I wrote it down. David,
I'm giving away free coffee.
McDonald's coffee is actually pretty good. Don't even cap with that.
Coffee.
Yes.
We'll never be able to say coffee right.
Coffee. No.
Coffee.
No. Every time like I go somewhere and I'm like, oh, can I have a coffee? They're like, oh, you're from New York. I'm like, yes. But David, so I have it written down. So David is going to speak at 10:40 a.m. June 22nd, so the same day as me on Wednesday at the Future Track at Town Hall. I wrote it, David. I wrote it.
So I will be there. I only ask that social distancing is done. I don't.
Literally stop with the foolery, man.
No, if you're not using deodorant, you can't hug them.
All right, so guys, bring a mini deodorant on the go. Before you see David, just do a quick little doop. Maybe spray a little cologne or perfume, whatever is your vibe, and then you could go give David a hug. But give him a warning first.
I got to tell you, I'm excited to see everybody.
Me too.
throughout. Yeah, I'm excited to see you. I'm excited to see everybody within the space to chat. I don't know. I got invited to so many events.
Me too.
Probably not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm sure you have. Like you're just used to this. For me, it's more like honestly, like you know, people don't think this, but I am humble, and I like these events are kind of like, oh my, like I'm still getting used to all this stuff. It's really cool, especially to speak up there and like talk about the future of NFTs. Like that's cool. Like
It's so dope.
I've been into NFTs, like I said, since 2017. But I saw a different like side of NFTs, the technology that, you know, it's special and we haven't tapped into it yet. So like, I'm looking forward to the real estate part and like,
Me too.
you know, cars being embedded within NFTs and like that kind of stuff is really cool. I love the art aspect. Vesa, shout out to Vesa and like Ken Bozak, who chewed up my ear telling me that I'm stupid, that you're an idiot. Like every single time I talk to Ken will be like, how can you not be in NFTs? Get into NFTs, be on Satoshi.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Ken. Shout out to Ken Bozak. We love him. Like, we really do. Like, he's really the best. He got me into NFTs as well. You know, like, even, like, the QR code on my screen right now, he helped me with. So, like, shout out to Ken, man. Big shouts to Ken. I don't think he's speaking this year, though. I'm so sad.
I want to make sure that in the next year, the people who help build the NFT space get the recognition.
Absolutely.
Because it's unfair what I see in this space now, where, you know, it's like the centralized world. It's where you'll support Amazon over your friend selling the same thing on the corner. Right?
Man, that makes me so sad. Like,
So it's the same thing that's happening in the NFT space. And people get me wrong. They think I hate Gary Vee. I don't hate Gary Vee. I actually really do appreciate the work he's done outside of the space.
Yeah, he's done good stuff.
All I'm saying is we had people that were booed, that were literally ridiculed, were laughed at when they mentioned NFTs. And they were the ones that were building this space. They were building it day in, day out, talking about it. Can we not just give them an opportunity to shine? Can we not go ahead and clap for them, put them on that pedestal and allow their artwork to shine? Because they got some dope stuff. Yeah. They got some dope stuff, but people are not looking at it. People are just chasing their favorite celebrity to go ahead and be in and potentially get a reply from them. And I think that really sucks. So in the next year, I'm really hoping that the people that help build this space get the cred.
I mean, I feel you. I've been minting NFTs since November 2020. I believe I was one of the first people on Wax to begin with. Just minting NFTs. I've been going strong for 2 years. I actually put my my link in the live chat if you guys want to check out my NFTs. But yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, and I just keep doing it because it's for my community and stuff like that. Like, I know that yes, there's a lot of mainstream projects with a lot of celebrities, but frick it, man, I'm here. So I'm going to just put out art that relates to my life and my journey and what my community feels that they want to see. So I feel like, you know, things like that, like that's just what it's about, at least for me. You know, like if I'm buying an NFT, I'm just looking to connect to it and just be a part of somebody's journey or play a game. You know, like even like I feel like David, like you'd be the type in the future to get like something like a Tesla or whatever. You connect it to your MetaMask and you'll just like have your goblin singing in your wallet. And whenever you beep it, it goes blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, pee on the floor.
Is that your goblin voice?
Yeah, I'm telling you, the goblins. Okay, I thought the art was hideous. Like literally. I love art because my parents took me to art galleries and stuff like that. So yeah. I love art. And, you know, obviously art is in the eye of the beholder and all that good stuff, right? Yes. But the goblins, I said it the first day, there's tweets probably up there. I said it in the room. I'm like, you are the ugliest things that I've ever seen in my life.
Oh
like
my gosh,
you are by far ugly, like beyond ugly. But then these meth actors, and I don't know if they're actors or not, but they just would not break character. And them just destroying me in a room Okay. Every single time I walked in, or if I was in a room, they would just jump in and they go, "Oh, Mr. Smart Investor is here. David Gokhshtein investing into Bitcoin, serious investor." Like, I don't know what it was, but like, I started to like the market's going down, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is where we are. I mean, this is
This is where
this
we're
is
at.
where we are. You know, like this is, and then I bought one. I bought one, and I don't know. They have, if you look on their site, they have Gokhshtein University. They have.
Literally,
They have me on the soundboard, and I think it's hilarious. It's serious investor here, like just like all this stuff. Because art gives you feelings, right? Emotions, and
It does.
I am expecting them to come to my speaking event and pee on my floor. So I guess
I hope they don't be on the floor. That
I
would be
hope
horrible.
not. It would be I wouldn't put it past them. I would not put it past anybody peeing on my floor. But I think they're one of the cool gems in the space.
Yeah.
And Bored Apes, obviously they take the throne when it comes to, like, Yuga Labs has done a phenomenal job. Who would have thought the CryptoPunks would have been bought out by the Bored Apes, or I should say Yuga Labs. That is one hell until everybody 5 years from now. That punks were just like the thing, the pedestal, and then Bored Apes came along just being bored as hell and just went ahead and bought them up. But hey, now we have this. Now we have, my partner, okay? He went ahead and I would say he got me into these goblins. Like, and he's not really into NFTs. All of a sudden, like, he starts buying baby goblins and goblin this, and like, I'm now in a goblin room, and like, now I'm
That's
a
so
goblin,
funny.
I guess. But it is what it is. I guess, I mean, Lil Wayne appreciated goblins, so I guess
I mean, listen, like, I see someone in the chat saying some of the popular NFTs are kind of stupid, thought it was going to be actual art. I mean, listen, like, you can't always, like, predict what's going to happen, right? Like, some of the, like, the weirdest things are what's considered amazing art. And, like you said, art is in the eyes of the beholder, man. Like, maybe it's not what you expected it to be, but at least, like, it's something that people feel has value. And it's trading, and they have a community, and that's what matters. Like, it might not be the best looking art, but if someone's going like blah, 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 and like everyone's having a good time, someone's gonna clip that and meme it. Like, if that's what appeals to somebody, then I really don't have a problem with it. Like, like Bored Ape Yacht Club, like, people were hating on them when they first started. Like, why would anyone want to pay like for a monkey, blah blah blah? But they have a community. They've built a great ecosystem. They've had a little bit of bumps in the road, just like anybody else, but they formed this massive community with a lot of mainstream people in it as well. Even a lot of crypto people. They have a lot of in real life events. I don't know if goblins are gonna do that, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just what you don't expect is what's gonna take off. That's usually what happens with a lot of trends.
Listen, I went into a different project when Bored Apes were nothing. So. You just did, like I said, yeah.
I remember
like you
when
said,
they
like
minted.
You don't know.
Like wow, just like knowing you were around for it, and you were just like, what was I doing? Like that's what hurts the heart, but that's also what teaches you, like, okay, like, yeah, you could pay attention and miss out on some stuff, but you live and you learn.
But you know what? Whoever said that comment right now, I just want to say this: there's the 10,000 PFPs, and then there's art, right?
Yes.
I've been buying up art. There's
too.
photographic NFTs. There's just one of ones. Like,
Yep.
there's things where you can go get them. And hey, like, if you're going into these projects for money, that's on you. Like the possibility of it actually, allowing you to go ahead and make money, I don't know what the chances are. But like, I don't really go into like one of ones. I never did really go into one of ones thinking like, oh my God, this is going to make me a lot of money. No, I just liked the art. I thought it was cool. The 10,000 PFPs, yeah, you buy 3, or in my case, you buy 8 because you want to have more than the next person. Happens to be Ross, because Ross bought like 3 of these things. I won't mention the name because I'm disappointed. I bought I minted 8 like an idiot because I wanted more.
Yeah.
And I actually like the art, but this person disappeared. You're gonna have to deal with these kind of things. You'll have to deal with people just coming in here and trying to, honestly take our money, throw out this art and leave the project and, leave with $1 million. Support projects, like I said, within the space that have real people behind it that are trying to create real dope bleep and
Bleep.
yeah, bleep. I'm not gonna say the word because I don't know. I don't want to demonetize you. That's how I go about it. But support people like yourself, like the Kens, like the Vestas, like I can name so many people. Support these people when they make art. Don't stop chasing celebrities. Stop, Jesus, like, if they get it, if they make a social token, I get it. Like if these celebrities come out with a social token, by all means, if you want to speak to Michael Jordan and it costs you 10,000 MJs, then go ahead and
I think that would be pretty sick, like a cameo.
Do that.
Yeah.
Do that. Do that. Listen, I'm sure a lot of us don't have the ability to speak to Michael Jordan for 30 minutes. If you have that opportunity, which I'm big on social tokens, I talked about it 3 years ago.
I love social tokens.
Boom. Ken Bozak, right? Can I talk to you for like 5 minutes? What does it cost me? How many Kens?
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
that's the next route.
Yeah, I'm sure if you buy a nice amount of Ken token, he'll definitely stay on a Zoom with you. Like, I think that's so awesome. Like Illmind, he's a great like music producer. If you buy his token Blap, like you could have a meeting with him, have him on your track and things like that. Like it's a lot of really cool stuff with social tokens. I think we've been here for so long. It's been like an hour. I can't even believe it. Time absolutely flew with you, David. As you're pimping right now, what is one thing you would like to say to the audience right now for the future, for the right now, the state of the markets, and where can everyone find you?
All right, guys, listen to me. Listen up carefully, okay? You see me? I'm doing this for the market. I'm growing out my beard. I am pumping iron to go ahead and make sure that the market comes back. Snot almost came flying out my nose. But my message is
beautiful.
It's very simple. Guys, stop following people. Stop following people. Like, you can take people's advice, you can listen into all these clubhouses, the Twitter spaces, but ultimately, get your book out, get this out, write down, oh, great, this is what Bitcoin does? Okay, and Ethereum 2.0 delay? Okay, let me look into, start writing things down. So after whatever you've listened into, you can start searching, because the internet, it's really cool. Google, right? You put stuff in, things come out, and you're like, oh, cool. And let me look at interest rates and what does 0.75 a BTS mean? Like a BPS mean? And let me look into these things. These are the type of things you should be doing right now in this current market, because it allows you to do so. And you'll be better for it. You'll be in a better position. Not your keys, not your crypto. Just remember. Example would be Celsius. There you go. You got is that ballet?
Ballet, yes.
Ballet. Get yourself a ballet. Okay, ballet. I don't even. If she says ballet is good, then I'm sure it is.
No, it's the best.
And just honestly, don't be salty, man.
No salt, sweet.
You don't have to like. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like. You don't have to like anybody in this space. You don't have to be friends with anybody. But if we can come together. And I know this is a kumbaya thing, but if we can just come together and work together to build dope bleep, we will end up victorious. Yeah. Again, we don't have to be best friends. You don't have to come over for Thanksgiving and shit. Oops. But yes, work together, stop throwing salt. Let's work together and build dope stuff. And that's really how it ends.
Thank you, Sir David. That was amazing. I love Thanksgiving. Now I'm thinking of Thanksgiving dinner. Like, wow. Do you like Thanksgiving dinner? Is that something you enjoy?
Yeah. Listen, November 25th is my birthday. It usually falls on Thanksgiving.
I gotta write that down.
You guys, obviously, you're welcome. You're celebrating me being born into this world. Appreciate it. Send gifts. Not cheap gifts. You can send me Bitcoin. A Bored Ape, absolutely. Pranksy, I wish he would have sent me one of those while he was giving them out at the time. But yeah, man, just come together, man. Stop with the salt. Stop with the likes and retweets. They don't help you, man. Once we log off, nobody cares, man. Just be good to each other, and let's all go ahead and benefit in this the great transfer of wealth that we will never ever see in our lifetime again. Be a part of it. Be good to people. Go chill. Go work out. Make sure that once you get those gains, that you actually have these gains in order to stay alive to enjoy those gains. And on that note, I can't believe it. I made it for a second time on the show. I'm probably not coming back because obviously I cussed 3 times by accident.
You're coming back. You're coming back soon.
I hope I come back.
Yes, you definitely will. We won't wait another year.
Can I be a beat reporter? Like, can I go out there and be like a beat reporter for you, like in Times Square? Like, I'll interview people, be like, reporting for Miss Teen Crypto. My name is like, I would love to do that.
Actually, I have a spare mic for you right here.
There
like
you go.
You could go up to people and be like, yo, what's up? Because I know how you open your TikToks. Again, it's a bad word, but you're like, what's up, guys? You know.
Last thing I just want to ask you, because somebody told me, I want to see what you think. Mm-hmm. Should I wear a suit? Because like I love suits. Or should I go ahead? Or should I just come dressed down and like, I don't know, like just dress down, hoodie, tee, jeans or sweats, I don't know, and just like my Nike Airs? Or like, what do you tell me right now?
For when you speak, like honestly, NFT NYC is not like the suit and tie vibe. So like I would suggest for you to wear like maybe a t-shirt because it might be a little warm. Bring a hoodie with you just in case it's cold in the venue, and jeans. That's what I'd wear if you were going to speak. Jeans, nice t-shirt, and maybe a hoodie if you're cold. The shades are kind of cool too. And wear like maybe like nice black sneakers. But that's like the most you should do for NFT NYC. Like that outfit right there, that whole thing is the vibe. Such zesty shades. I gotta put on mine too. Hold on. The zesty shades are out here.
Listen, yeah, I'm coming. I feel
I'm
like
so excited to see you, man. Like it's not even funny.
I want to put the mask on my face like Kanye did at the Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh, no. I'm gonna come
with the mask on my face and be like, yeah, I honestly love you, and I wish you all the success in the world. You're like, you've grown like ridiculously.
Oh, you're the best. David's been supporting me since the beginning. Oh, hi, Rebecca. David's been supporting me since the beginning. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on for the second time. I'm not waiting another year to have you on. You'll be back very soon. Maybe we could do like a post NFT NYC reflection. But yeah,
there you go.
Yes, that would be mad fun. Thank you to everyone in the chat that came out. Like so many friends: Becca, Jay Magvini, Randy, Tom Allen, as usual. Thank you for stopping by. Bacher, we have John, we have Crazy Crypto Guy. Thank you for coming. Everyone, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate every single one of you. Let's freaking pimp it. Let's pimp the market. I appreciate everyone coming. David, thanks again. Guys, I put all of David's links in the live chat and in the description, so please go follow him. Check out his Twitter spaces every day, Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
I got it right. Let's pimp it up. Yes, pimp it up, Ricardo. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Have a lovely Thursday. I will see you guys at NFT NYC next week. Not sure if I'm doing a live stream, but you'll see me again the following week with some bomb guests, mainstream peeps. So please subscribe to this channel. Keep on those post notifications. Hit the like. Share this stream out if you enjoyed it. The theme song is about to come on. Yes, J-Mac, get your dancing shoes on because we're about to feel the zest. Have a great day. And as always, stay zesty. Peace.
Good morning, crypto Twitter, it's Miss Teen Crypto, spreading crypto, adopting, showing its benefits to my generation. Shout out to all my people, Gen Z needs to be included, it's really that simple. We are savage, amazed, boss, zesty, making money at the same time, spread peace. I feel empty if you don't include Gen Z, better change the world, so y'all better get ready. Miss Teen Crypto, I'm never backing down, I got a wax account, you should say it out. So many NFTs, I think I lost count.